What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 9, Contessa's Carnival. Okay, listen. Let's just get right down to it. You know how they start out going little blurbs with everybody's stuff or whatever. But let's just get to Contessa. Contessa, girl, you really trying to buy your kids' affections? Oh, let me not make it sound like that, but that's what it seemed like. Okay, that's how you putting it out there. You know, you trying to make up for the fact that you missed their birthdays because you was down there in Nashville. You know, you seeing that sky. You know, you thought this was all your decision. Okay, ain't nobody tell you to drop out this school. We all came to that conclusion. I'm tired of hearing about it. You and Scott need to go to couples therapy to fix this or whatever. Y'all need to sit down and have grown people conversation. That's basically what needs to be had, okay? And get your feelings, get your thoughts out in a mature way, all right? Because we tired of hearing about it. You up here about to go have this whole big-ass carnival theme party for your kids, which is cute, and also that you can make up for not being there with them. Baby, that ain't enough, okay? Spend time with them, you know, let them know that they love, and let that be it. I'm surprised with all the stuff that she was asking for, it only came out to $10,000-$15,000. But that was that. Moving on from that, Dr. Heavenly fucking tried it tonight, bitch. Dr. Heavenly, mind you, Dr. Heavenly and Quad was up in the car talking about why the girls left. You know exactly why them girls left, okay? Because you ain't say nothing about them first, and you know you was bigging up the sister circle girls like this one the first time that you did something like that. But whatever. Moving on from that, Heavenly is taking Quad on a blind date. Quad has actually agreed to said blind date. It's a doctor who's a dentist that went to school with Heavenly. Heavenly and them damn shoes. Heavenly was not walking like this. Heavenly was not walking like this. Heavenly was walking like this. Okay? Baby, let me tell you something. Heavenly, you tried it. And you tried it. You tried it hard. Now, you know your girl. Hell, we ain't even friends with the bitch. And we know how she is. And we knew just looking at both of them that this one gonna work. Okay? Baby, listen. When they sat down and then that whole time, you want to know what was distracting me about this whole thing? And I was getting my life from the two chicks that was in the back, the little white girls that was at the table behind Heavenly and Quad. They were busting up laughing the whole time. They kept looking. It was a white man over there outside the restaurant, sitting on the outside looking at the cameras and stuff, whatever. It was another couple over here that was looking. But them two white girls that was in the back, baby, they was entertained, okay? When Dr. Cook walked his ass up there, baby, I said, first of all, you need a tailor. Now, see, I ain't the one to be talking about nobody's clothes, because, listen, you know, I ain't the best dressed in the world or whatever, but, baby, you, and, you know, being a big girl or whatever, you gotta find clothes to actually accentuate and fit your body a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really like them real tight, but I don't like to look sloppy either. I'm not saying that Dr. Cook was looking sloppy, but he could use a tailor, okay? He could use a tailor. Now, when they sat down and, you know, they get to talking, and Quad and them said, let's get right down to it, bitch. What's your credit score? She said, first of all, Quad, first of fucking all, how dare you come for that man looks? How dare you come for that man looks a little bit like you did as if Dr. Greg was fine as fuck? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's what he look like, bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that. You like him dash ugly. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? So he was perfectly fine with that. You know what I'm saying? If we want to do that, he was a little bit better than Dr. Gregory. Let me stop. I'm not finna do that. But I already did, so fuck it. But anyway, girl, when he said, they said, okay, let's just get right down back to it. What's your credit score? He was like, I don't know. All I know is I'm good. I'm in God's hand, and God made me good. He said he ain't got to worry about those things. Quad was like, that's a strike right there. Okay, you need to know what's going on. FreeCreditScore.com, Equifax.com, you need to know. Okay, and then he was like, do you have kids? Yes, I do have a child. You know, because he said he's 47, he's never been married, but he do have a child. And I'm thinking that the kid probably like 10, 15 years old or whatever. Maybe he had a little accident, or, you know, he was dealing with a little baby mama's drama or something back in the day or whatever. No, baby is 1 year old. Son, I said, now, see, that would have took me out the game right then and there. You got a fresh ass baby, okay? I'm sorry, that wouldn't work for me, okay? If it's fresh like that, that means you still got some real personal dealings with the mama, okay? And it's probably some issues that's going on, and I ain't got time for baby mama, baby daddy drama, okay? That is not on the agenda, okay? That is not on the agenda. And, she was like, so what happened? What happened? Was this a one-night stand, or what happened to the fact that the reason why y'all not together? Basically, they was together for 4 years, and they broke up like 6 to 9 months, and then she was popping up, and, one of those pop up, a baby popped out. Okay, that's what happened. Y'all know you had a little booty call with your little ex and all that stuff. Damn well I ain't supposed to be up in this shit, but I just can't. Motherfucker just came over looking good. I done seen the bitch walking past in the goddamn grocery store, and like, damn. Couldn't stand the hoe, but when we was together, we did have some good times in the bedroom. She do that thing I like, and ain't nobody been able to do it since. Let me test try that out again. And shit just happens. Shit just happens. So I'm just going to figure that's what happened. Okay. And so at this point, another man comes up, Dr. Wakefield. He goes to the bar. Heavenly gets up, excuse herself to go over there to him. She was like, I know my girl. If it's not this one, I always have a plan B. If you're not the way she want him to look, if you don't have that much money. I was like, girl, he come show up, he sit down, everybody looking confused and all this stuff, because Quiet in there asking Dr. Cook, what's your personality like? He was like, I'm the lion. I said, oh no. Right now you're getting the lamb, okay? And you don't like to see me, he not cute with the lion, okay? He bad. I said, Okay. I said, Dr. Heavenly, what the hell is on your problem? What is your problem? Okay. Now, you know damn well this is not it. So then, Quiet go to the bathroom, baby. Why does this dude, Dr. Cook, get his ass up and go to the bathroom too? Mind you, homegirl that was sitting in the back, the girl that was in the pink, she was in the bathroom too. Her name's Shauna. A white girl named Shauna. Her name's Shauna, girl. Okay, I said, y'all are in Georgia, so, it makes sense. But anyway, Miss Shauna was standing up in the bathroom, quiet, having a conversation. Look, girl, I know we just met tonight, but listen, double date, 2-for-1 special up in this bitch. Oh my God, are you serious? Like, you're on a blind date? That is the second one? Yes, girl. And then he comes in and he was like, listen, we need to talk. Y'all can leave. Opens up the door for him. I said, hold up. That is not appealing. Okay, Dr. Cook, I don't know what you was trying to do. I don't know if you was trying to put your foot down or, show the type of man you are, but that was a turn off. That was a turn off to me, bitch, and I wasn't even trying to get with you. You know what I'm saying? It damn sure was a turn off to Quiet. I just didn't want to leave here. I had no idea that everything that was going to pop off tonight popped off. Okay, but I also wanted not to leave here without saying goodnight to you. And I said, well, damn, bitch, you could have waited until she came up out the bathroom to say that. You could have called her right when she came out the bathroom. You ain't have to go in the bathroom. Then Dr. Heavenly and her, girl, I said, bitch, if you laugh one more time like that. Bitch, she was getting on my nerves with that shit. But anyway, it was like a meeting in the ladies' room and all this stuff. And I was just like, that was kind of rude. He felt like he gave me abuse tease for some reason, like control issues and stuff like that. I said, I think I see why it didn't work out with you and your baby moms, okay? But then, Dr. Wakefield come to the table. He's sitting there and he talking about how he was married for 12 years. He has a 26-year-old and an 18-year-old. And what happened was he had a wife that really, he was trying to push her outside her comfort levels or whatever. And, he's a very entrepreneurial type of person. And she was just comfortable being the way that she is and all this stuff. And, it felt a little arrogant, felt a little cocky. And they had to call him out on that. And he was like, no, I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant. It's just confidence. You got to have confidence in yourself. You like a confident man, don't you? He was spitting that game. I said, I can see why you was married for 12 years. And she just wanted to be there and let you do all the work, because that's what you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You heard how Dr. Heavenly slid up in there that he a multimillionaire. I said, what? But anyway, that wasn't it. That wasn't it either. Quiet said no, because Dr. Heavenly was like, do you see yourself going out with either one of them again? She said no. I said no either. Okay? But moving on from that, it went from that funny scene, that lighthearted funny scene, to a serious scene with Dr. Simone. Simone was meeting up with Buffy. Buffy had an appointment, and Buffy was just sitting there telling her about the fact that she do have 2 lumps on, opposite sides of each other on the sides of her. But it's one particular lump that she does have that's under her arm or whatever that she noticed about 6 months ago. And, she felt embarrassed for not speaking up about it because she does have a history of hypertension and cancer in her family. She said her grandmother's mother passed away from breast cancer. Her aunt had breast cancer. Her mom just was diagnosed a year ago with a rare form of uterine cancer that she beat. And you got to take stuff like this serious. And I think it's more so what probably put it off is the fact that it's better me not knowing because I'm just scared to know or whatever and then have to face that reality. But when you have that type of thought process, that can, push things back and make things worse because you could have came in earlier and like Dr. Simone said, early detection is best, okay? And it's literally the difference between life and death. And so at this point, they did the little breast exam and she said it feels a little bit superficial. It could be you have a little extra mammary tissue, breast tissue underneath your arm, whatever. She's going to get her in to do a mammogram with a surgeon, breast surgeon or whatever, a diagnostic test and all that stuff. And she said, if you need me to be there, I'll be there. I love, some people probably don't appreciate moments like this on the show. I am one of the ones who actually like seeing the real life when they actually in there doing that work and they're helping people and they're also educating people. So that was, I actually like that scene. It did. Dr. Jackie got a new building because, her staff and her clients were outgrowing her building that they had before. The person that's supposed to be working on the inside, he's doing the elevator and stuff. He even took a 3-week vacation or whatever. And now Curtis, he's not a basketball coach no more. So therefore, he's working as the project manager for her project, okay? And that's basically it. I don't really care else. Moving on from that, Contessa and this party, Mama trying to get her makeup done, and she just knew to go outside and to check and see what the hell was going on. And it was a good thing that she did because they was putting stuff at the wrong place, cars everywhere. She just going off, move your cars. The most supposed to go here. See, listen, I'm glad I ain't got kids at this moment. Now let me tell you something. I was looking at Real Housewives of Atlanta and all that shit was real cute. Seeing the babies, whatever, it was making me go through some things. And I said, Ashley, that ain't really you. And then I seen this right here, and it was like, brought me right back down to earth. Like, girl, no, you ain't got time to go through that. Because, my nerves are just wrecked just looking at Contessa. And I'm like, girl, is it really worth it? I mean, I know you want your kids to be happy, but goddamn, it was stressful. I don't want to be stressed. I want to have a good time with my kids. Then it's time for the party, girl. This whole scene. Oh my God. Yeah, no kids. It was just a lot. Baby, you would have thought they was at Six Flags Great America with all them goddamn kids. They look like they was at Kittyland. If you from Chicago or Illinois, you know about Kittyland back in the day. Listen, that was the place. All them goddamn kids. Ooh. When Dr. Jackie popped up and she was like, ooh, it's just a lot. You was like, you see a basketball court. That's all that you see, Curtis. You don't see all these hundreds of kids. I mean, it was a lot. This probably was the biggest fucking turnout for a party for a kid that they had on any one of these series before. But anyway, all that matters is that all the kids looked like they was having a good time and everything, even though Contessa was stressing about a lot of stuff, it looked like everything was going off without a hitch, so that was a good look. She had the spas for the kids. She had the little train, even though she had a little mishap because she didn't want her light to be ran over. So that happened. They had the little dunking thing, whatever, for the kids, the water. They had a whole bunch of sweets. I said, them kids are hopped up on sugar. It's the one and only day that y'all let that slide. But baby, I feel sorry for when they had to take their asses home and they're going to still be wound the fuck up. Okay? Let their asses run around until they tie themselves out. They got the video game and all that stuff. Mariah shows up. She was like, shit, I'm confused as hell because I ain't bring my kids. My kids ain't this age, but I'm just going to make my ass over there to the food. I said that would have been me. Girl, Buffy and her husband like, listen, we want kids, but goddamn, we looking at this shit and it's just like, exhausting. Okay? Simone and her husband was like, listen, we went through all of this whole phase and we just glad that we ain't in that phase no more, okay? Because it's a lot. Baby, back in the day, all we had to do was take the kids to Chuck E. Cheese and call it a fucking day, okay? And you got to clean up all this. You got to pay for everything. Girl, it was just a lot, Then Simone and Jackie having a conversation about everything that's going on, with her and how she's overwhelmed and, she got to get that shit together, okay? Dr. Jackie, you be talking about health and everything, but it like, and I know you be on your health, but girl, you be stressing yourself out. Dr. Simone be like, listen, I get out the building at 4 o'clock. Dr. Jackie be lucky if she get out of her building at 6, okay? Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. That's a lot of stress, and stress kills, okay? But like I said, so far so good. Everybody look like they having a joyous time at this party. And then when Dr. Heavenly showed up and she got on the train, she sitting there with Landon, Contessa's son. She done sat her ass in water. She hollering at him, getting upset that, why you ain't tell me there was no water up in this seat? Daddy, like I done pissed on myself. He ran away and said, sorry, like, lady, I don't care. Okay, I really don't. Girl, I don't even want to wear this no more. Then her and Simone, that was cute to see them actually interacting or whatever, you know, talking about, oh, look at your stomach, you flat. You know, I need to get this lipo. He was like, get it cut out. No, I can't get it cut out because daddy would notice. I said, girl. So while at the party, Cecil and Scott was having a conversation, and you know they was talking about their marriage, and Heavenly and Contessa were having a conversation. We looking at two different conversations, and normally, what we would normally see is like a woman pushing for therapy, but in this case, it was more so the man, okay? And I'm talking about Cecil, all right? Cecil been through all the drama that he been through with his wife, and he also partook in a therapy as well that helped their relationship and get them back on track. And you know, he was talking to Dr. Scott because Dr. Scott brought it up and was like, you know, she talked about we should go talk to a therapist or a counselor that she'd found. And I'm like, is it really that bad? And Cecil was like, yes, it is. Okay. Some of the issues that we as the men in the relationship might look at and say that ain't that bad, but it's actually a big thing to them. So we need to, you know, look into that. And it doesn't hurt to go to therapy. And I'm glad that Cecil put that out there. Okay. Because you know, a lot of people don't like that, especially black people. We don't like to go talk to therapists and stuff like that or whatever, tell other people our problems, but we need it. We need it. It shouldn't be so much of a taboo. Then you had Dr. Heavenly who was talking to Contessa, and they brought up the therapist stuff or whatever, and she was like, for real though? But y'all look like a happy couple on the outside and everything. On the outside, yes, we're going to put up this front. We're going to put up this appearance because we don't want people prying into our lives and, you know, knowing all of our issues. But what goes on behind closed doors is we barely talk to each other. He go to his closet, I go to my closet. When we go to sleep at night, I'm on one side of the bed, he's on the other side of the bed. There's no intimacy. We need help with that. We got off track. We had to get back on track. And, you know, that's what they was discussing. And when the little party was over with, you know, even Dr. Heavenly said, you got to calm this shit down, throwing parties and all that stuff just to mask what was going on. Okay. You're stressing yourself out. And when she had that conversation with Scott, it was like, yeah, they need to go back and look at the playbook. They need to get back sturdy again. And they just need to work it out. And she apologized for stressing. You know what I'm saying? Making a big deal out of everything. But when Toya's son wanted to get up in that pool and she said no. And then the little boy said, that's some dirty water. I wasn't even mad because, like they said, kids will tell you the truth. But at the end of the day, you cannot tell me and you cannot honestly sit here and say that that pool was clean after all them kids was in there, because you know somebody done pissed in that pool. At least 5 of them. And I'm talking about at least, okay? That ain't the maximum. Somebody done pissed in the pool, okay? And they just playing all up in it. See, that's why I don't do community pools and shit like that. I don't care if it's chlorine or whatever in there, bitch. I don't do it, all right? But yeah, that was cute. You know, it was nice to see Simone and Dr. Heavenly having a little kiki talking about her ass and, you know, talk about something. She was like, little bitch, I got plenty of ass. And then Dr. Heavenly in that confessional said, Simone needs to borrow ass from everybody else. You need to get like Quad and get you some ass. You know, I ain't trying to say Quad brought her ass, but Quad got some ass. I said, bitch, you gonna put your friend out on Front Street like that and say that Simone needs to buy ass and imply that Quad brought her ass? I mean, it is Atlanta, so we don't put nothing past anybody. But overall, it was a good turnout at the party. So, Simone goes with Buffy to go check on her, you know, issue with her breast, and the doctor does this little exam and basically said some of the same things that Simone said. It might be extra memory tissue and things like that, but that's normal. But she is at a higher risk for breast cancer because it runs in her family. You know, she just have to, girl, when she said flaxseed oil, I said, oh, I take that too. You know, girl, let me tell you something, that will clean you out. Get you some, okay? You can, some flaxseed girl, put that in your food or whatever. Put it in your drink. You don't even taste it or whatever. It'll just, it'll clean you out. Okay, but and it's good for you. It's fiber and all that stuff. You know, decrease her little caffeine intake, whatever. They're gonna come back in 3 months and see if anything's changed, and then, you know, with her results on her you know, the mammogram that they took that day, they're gonna tell her what's going on, and hopefully everything is all right. And it was really good that someone was there with her. Baby, pause that, because I seen the preview for next week. I ain't even see the whole preview. It'll like, I'm gonna be getting Dr. Jackie ass next week, because girl, you my girl, but you know, bitch, I can't call one person out and not call you out. Bitch, you tried it. You fucking tried it. You too old. You too old not to know better, okay? But we'll get there, and if you saw the preview, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You too old for that. But anyway, y'all, tell me how y'all felt about this episode. It was a filler episode. But yeah, tell me how you feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.